Mini-episode 1766 of the FDH Lounge is brought to you by Sportsology, delivering unconventional columns and webcasts about sports, TV, music, movies, and more. Follow them on the web at sportsology.com.
The FDH Lounge. You'll want to schedule your life around it.
A long time ago, on a gloomy, wet Cleveland spring night, two men stand alone amidst the late-night drizzle. Their voices echo across the vacant station parking lot as they debate the merits of the great American radio show that have been missing for far too long. On that night, an idea was born. That idea became the FDH Lounge. Welcome to the FDH Lounge.
Hello and welcome to FDH Lounge Mini-episode 1766, the weekly FDH football preview show. I'm FDH Managing Partner Rick Morris here with our fantasy and non-fantasy preview for Week 4 of the 2024 NFL season, as well as a look at Week 5 of the college football season. We start with our picks right now for the college football playoff. Now, this is not a top 12 ranking, but a projection in the sense that the ACC and Big 12 are guaranteed first-round byes, and will likely be in the 3 and 4 spots, and the Group of 5 conference winner will be in there, likely in the 12 spot. Here they are: 1 Texas, 2 Ohio State, 3 Miami, 4 Utah, 5 Georgia, 6 Tennessee, 7 Mississippi, 8 Alabama, 9 Oregon, 10 Missouri, 11 Illinois, 12 James Madison. For last week's college picks, we are 2-2, and we're 10-8 on the season. Here's what we've got this week: Oklahoma State plus 4.5 over Kansas State, Texas A&M minus 3.5 over Arkansas, Oklahoma plus 1.5 over Auburn, Ohio minus 10 over Akron, Notre Dame minus 7 over Louisville, Ohio State minus 23.5 over Michigan State, and Georgia plus 1 over Alabama. In the NFL, we're going for our 4th season since 2016 of being profitable, i.e. above 52.4%, picking every game of the season. We came within a few picks of that last year. Last week we were 9-7, 0-3 on the Big 3, and 0-1 on the lock. We're 22, 25-1, 2-7, and 1-2 on the season. Here's our top 10 for this week: 1 Kansas City, 2 Buffalo, 3 Minnesota, 4 Detroit, 5 Houston, 6 Seattle, 7 Philadelphia, 8 New Orleans, 9 San Francisco, 10 Green Bay. And this is our bottom 5: 28 Denver, 29 New York Giants, 30 Las Vegas, 31 Tennessee, 32 Carolina. Here's our picks for this week: Dallas minus 4.5 over the New York Giants, Minnesota plus 2.5 over Green Bay, Denver plus 7.5 over the New York Jets, the LA Rams plus 2.5 over Chicago, Philadelphia minus 1 over Tampa Bay, Houston minus 6.5 over Jacksonville, Washington plus 3.5 over Arizona, San Francisco minus 10.5 over New England, the LA Chargers plus 7.5 over Kansas City, Cleveland minus 1.5 over Las Vegas, Baltimore minus 2.5 over Buffalo, Tennessee plus 1.5 over Miami, and Seattle plus 3.5 over Detroit. For our Big 3, it's Pittsburgh minus 2 over Indianapolis, and New Orleans plus 3 over Atlanta. And in the 1,000-star gold-plated lock of the millennium for NFL Week 4, it's Cincinnati minus 4.5 over Carolina. Now for our fantasy football segment. Remember, we strongly discourage fantasy over managing. You don't pull your top guys unless they're hurt or on a bye, period. Don't let the matchups or everything geeks tell you anything different. Here's our list of guys you go with as long as you're confident that they'll be playing, keeping in mind that some may not be playing this week. QB: Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Jordan Love, Patrick Mahomes, Dak Prescott, and CJ Stroud. Running back: Travis Etienne, Jamar Gibbs, Breece Hall, Christian McCaffrey, Bijan Robinson, Jonathan Taylor, and Kyron Williams. Wide receiver: A.J. Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamar Chase, Marvin Harrison Jr., Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson, and CeeDee Lamb. Tight end, Mark Andrews, Travis Kelce, George Kittle, and Sam Laporta. Remember, our Thursday night game picks and fantasy recommendations are up every week on our Twitter page at the FDH Lounge. Now here's our non-gimme picks for the week. We like 8 QBs: Derek Carr, Jaden Daniels, Sam Darnold, Jared Goff, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Brock Purdy, and Geno Smith. We like 18 running backs: Devontae Shane, Saquon Barkley, Zach Charbonnet, Chuba Hubbard, James Conner, James Cook, J.K. Dobbins, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, Aaron Jones, David Montgomery, Jordan Mason, Zach Moss, Tony Pollard, Brian Robinson, Carson Steele, Ramondre Stevenson, and DeAndre Swift. We like 21 wide receivers: Devontae Adams, Brandon Ayuk, Nico Collins, Amari Cooper, Stephon Diggs, Zay Flowers, T. Higgins, Jerry Jeudy, Drake London, Terry McLaurin, DK Metcalf, DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, George Pickens, Rashee Rice, Calvin Ridley, Raheed Shaheed, Jalen Waddle, Garrett Wilson, Jamison Williams, and Xavier Worthy. And we like 6 tight ends: Brock Bowers, Zach Ertz, Dallas Goedert, Dalton Kincaid, Cole Kmet, and Kyle Pitts. Thank you for joining us for this mini episode of the FDH Lounge.